Okay, this is the Game is on 100 here with the video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Bears Green Bay Packers game from Thursday night. Let's get started. The Chicago Bears are on the losing end again of this game, 35-14. I was very upset about this game. I was too mad to do a video last night. I had to sink it all in. I had to take it, see for what it is, and what the Bears is going to do. Apparently, John Fox is not blaming Glennon too much. He's blaming on the entire team. He said they were outcoached, outplayed, and in that game, the Bears were outplayed in that game. And why in the hell on the Bears' first offensive play, why would you want to throw a deep ball down the field? Because you know the Packers were expecting it, that you were going to go throw a deep ball at the opening part of the game. Why would you do that? Because the Packers know that you cannot throw the ball, that you have to run the ball, so the Packers was expecting it. And what happened? Mike Glennon fumbled the football, and the Packers are up 14-0 within 53 seconds. Mike Glennon, what the hell are you doing out there? I mean, 4 damn turnovers from you, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumbles from you. 4 turnovers by you. You suck. I was very mad. I wasn't very mad when the Bears signed you, but John Fox said that you're under evaluation. Everyone is under evaluation over there. The Bears doesn't know what they're going to do against the Minnesota Vikings, who's going to play or who's not going to play. All I know is, hopefully, you get benched. 8 freaking turnovers by you. It can't happen. We're experiencing like another Jay Cutler, but one thing is for sure. Now, I know Jay Cutler had some bad games. But Jay Cutler is way better than you, Glennon. I would rather have Cutler right now instead of Glennon. But I can understand why the Bears got rid of Cutler. They had to give in that 3-year, that big extension from Phil Emery when he re-signed Cutler. I can understand that the Bears wanted to go in a different direction. They drafted a quarterback in the 2nd round. And I just don't understand the incompetence of John Fox not putting in Trubisky when the game was out of reach. Just let him get some experience playing in an actual NFL game. Had him hand off the ball if you didn't want to get Trubisky out there and you didn't want to get him vulnerable in the game, why don't you just run the ball like what you did in the later part in the game? You could have just put Trubisky out there, let him get his feet wet, just run the ball, whatever. It doesn't have to throw it. You just have to run it, if they're afraid that they're going to get after him. But that is a competence by John Fox and the coaching staff. By the way how it's looking right now, John Fox is gone. He is going to be out as the Bears coach. Who knows who the Bears are going to get to come in to do this team. Ryan Pace is probably going to stay. It just depends on when the Bears are going to be starting Trubisky. Hopefully they can start him the Monday night game against the Minnesota Vikings. But if they're still saying that Mitchell Trubisky isn't ready, why have you have him as the number 2 quarterback on your depth chart? You should just make Mark Sanchez your number 2 and put him as your number 3. If you are so afraid that it's going to detriment Mitchell Trubisky's development as a quarterback, to not let him sink and swim in his inaugural NFL season, there were teams that took gambles on top-tier quarterbacks in the draft. I can say one example. Peyton Manning. He was drafted number He was drafted number 1 by the Indianapolis Colts. Ryan Leaf was drafted number 2 to the San Diego Chargers. Ryan Leaf was a bust. There's no doubt about that. But Peyton Manning had a bad year, but he got his feet wet. He got the experience. And what the hell? Where's Peyton Manning now? Peyton Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He surpassed Brett Favre in touchdown passes, passing yards. I don't know if passing yards, but Peyton Manning was a good quarterback. Even though he sucked in that first year, they still kept with him. They built around Peyton Manning, and what happened? Peyton Manning is an all-time great quarterback. I was a Peyton Manning mark as soon as when he came out. I was a Peyton Manning mark ever since when he came into the NFL, when he was with the Indianapolis Colts. I was a Peyton Manning mark ever since when he came out. And I couldn't be happy. He is retired now, so he's living a happy retirement. But he's one of the all-time great quarterbacks in the NFL. Why not let Trubisky get his feet wet? Let him sink and swim, because we know this is going to be an albatross of a season. It's going to be a rebuilding season. Just put Trubisky out there and see what he can do. Instead of coddling him and protecting him not to play because he only has 13 games that he played in college. They say he's not ready. Then why have him as their number 2 quarterback? If they say if he isn't ready, then you should put in Mark Sanchez. That is just stupid incompetence by John Fox. Anyways, on the game itself, it was a piss poor game. I couldn't stomach it. I was flicking back and forth between the Cubs and the Bears game. And it was a good thing. The Cubs won yesterday. They eliminated the Cardinals from playoffs, so that was a good thing. But during this game, Mike Glenn had 4 damn turnovers. A forced fumble sack. A miscommunication between the center and the quarterback that football hit off his knee. Ended up into the Packers. 2 picks that he should have not have thrown. He just threw one pass to Clinton. Just, here you go. Here's a pick for you. Mike Glennon needs to be benched. Put in Trubisky. Let him sink and swim. The Bears will understand about if he's going to throw interceptions or not. But he's going to be learning how to play. Don't have to coddle him. But on the stats for the game, for the Bears, Glennon was 21 of 33 with 218, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. That can't happen. He caused 4 turnovers in that damn game. Jordan Howard wasn't splashy himself. 18 carries for 53 yards. Cunningham 5 carries for 26. Tarek Cohen was non-existent too much. 6 carries for 24. The leading receiver on the Bears of the night was Kendall Wright. 4 catches for 51 yards and 1 touchdown. Zach Miller had a couple catches. Deontay Thompson had 5 catches for 44. At least the wide receivers got some passes this week. Defensively, the Bears defense was out on the field too much. The early turnovers cost the Bears this game, even though they were down 21-7, even though they got the score right before halftime. Now, I knew the game. I knew Mike Glennon was going to throw another pick and allow the Packers to get a score in that, so that's not too surprising by that. Defense was out there too much. Danny Trevathan on that very nasty hit on the Packers player. I know he's going to probably get fined from the NFL. He's not like a dirty player, but he's going to get fined hefty for that play that he did on that play when he hit helmet to helmet. That looked nasty. I know the NFL is trying to protect its players, but we'll see what goes with that. But the Packers on the day, Rodgers was 18 of 26, 179, and 4 touchdowns. Nothing spectacular from Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers had a short field all day. He couldn't get a lot of passing yards, but he had 4 touchdowns. Jones had 13 carries for 49. Ty Montgomery went out. He left the game with a rib injury. 5 carries for only 28 yards. Jordy Nelson was their leading receiver. 2 touchdowns, 4 catches for 75 yards. This was just an albatross of the game. Like I said, the Bears got out-coached in this game. I just didn't understand why the Bears didn't put in Mitchell Trubisky late in the game when the game was out of hand. The Bears wasn't going to be coming back. They just ran the ball. Why didn't you put in Mitchell Trubisky? Put him out there and let him hand off. Hand off the football. He doesn't have to throw the ball, even though you know the game is lost. You don't have to throw the ball, but the Packers backup quarterback Hundley got in late in the fourth quarter. Why couldn't the Bears put Mitchell Trubisky late in the fourth quarter? They could have just put him in and let him hand off the ball instead of calling him and say, oh, he's not ready, he's not ready. Well, like I said, if he is not ready, then why do you have him as their number 2 quarterback? Man, I know this rant has got me raged, but I had to get this out. Hopefully next 10 days, 9 days from now, the Bears can do something. Whoever they're going to put out there, we'll see what's going to happen. But all I know is Glennon needs to be benched. I would say cut Glennon, give him his guarantee money. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you. You get your guarantee money. Send him home. Anyways, 10 days off for the Nets Bears. Again, the next game is a Monday night game against the Minnesota Vikings at Soldier Field. We'll see who the Bears is going to be putting out there, but Mike Glennon needs to be benched, or they need to release him and give him his. He already got his guaranteed money, so let him just cut him for Christ's sakes. Anyways, this is the Game Is On 100. I am out. Later.